Hello to everyone. What's up? We are live, I think. Let me know if you can hear me well. I have some issues with the speaker. Maybe now it's better. Yes. What do you think? If you can comment, I can tell you to let me know if you can hear me well. Yes. We have I think 3 people over here. We are also live streaming in. Oh, cool guy. What's up? It's okay. Like the sound is good, or you think like do you have some issues with that? Because I'm trying to fix the Bluetooth and it's not working so good. That's so cool. I'm also trying to make live now on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. Great experience if you haven't tried it yet. Oh, cool. Okay, cool, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, so today we're going to do like a special live about how to set up an Instagram account on Jarvee from 0 to 100. Okay. Let me see if I can also do this kind of live on Instagram. Yeah, I think it's also live on Instagram. Let's have a look. Just the first time I'm doing this with all of the platforms. I'm also asked to do it like on only over here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's start. What we're going to speak today, as I told you, it's how to set up the account with a guide I actually wrote on text. So you can see that on live over here. And I'm going to do it very, very, very basic, like from the basic part of like how I even download Jarvee until the highest level of like proxies and scrapers and all of that. So let's start. I will show you what we actually need to do. If you have any specifically questions, so feel free to let me know. Okay, the comment below and I will see this after. Yes, and let's start. I will share the screen now. All of the people watching now, you can comment, let me know you're here. It will be great. And then, cool. Cool. Okay, so let's start. I actually wrote with Tasha, our content and strategy manager, a cool guide about how to set up Jarvee account from 0 to scratch, from 0 to 100. Sorry, I'm not going to follow all of the things I wrote over here. Just want to show you that it's actually possible to get this great results with Jarvee. It is possible. The goal of this live is to help you to make the decision if it's worth it for you. Yes or no, you will decide, because it's not that easy, especially now as it used to be. But let's start. So the first thing I need to do when I want actually to use Jarvee is to download Jarvee. Okay, right, I will take this one off. Okay, so let's go to Jarvee. Okay, and I will now download the software. Very basic, I know. For some of you, maybe it will be boring on the start, but we will make it more interesting. Yes, so if let's say you have only one account you want to automate, I will go with this package of the starter. I will click on start free trial and you get actually 5 days for free. I will use one of our email. No, I hope it's okay. I take your email. No, sorry. Yes, this one. And now I can download a Jarvee. Now, if you're asking yourself, wait, do I need to use it on my computer or on the VPS? That's a great question. So that depends. If I'm going to use Jarvee on my computer, the computer needs to be working 24/7. Now, if I don't want that, and I want the computer will be off at some point, so I do need to use a VPS. As for this tutorial, I'm not going to talk about the VPS, only let's say I will download it to my computer. And if you have also any questions, guys, so feel free. Oh, that's good to see you. Yes, it will be a record for this session. Don't you worry. It's also live on YouTube. So all good. Cool. So we download the file of Jarvee. I will open that on another link because I do want to have this data over here, the username and the password. Whoops. Okay, so I can just download the direct file. Let's see. Yeah, it should pops out. Cool. Now it's in my computer. Okay. Will take a few seconds. Meanwhile, any question you have, so feel free to share it in the comments. I will also talk about the risk when you do the Jarvee work. It's also very important so you know what you get into. You need to take some risks, and if it's not work for you, so don't do that. Oh no, I close that. Wait, I will get it in a second. Okay, 1 second. I just get my details. Yeah. Sorry. We'll get the email and the password. Also, if you have like any issues at the moment with Jarvee, that some stuff that's not working for you at the moment and you want to fix them, so feel free to comment. And yeah, this is what I also need. 1 second. Cool. Okay, I will share again the screen. And yeah. Cool. So this is the Jarvee file. Okay. And I'm going to install it on the computer. As you can see, you have some terms of use. You are welcome to read everything and approve them. You can choose where to install that. I will just go with the default. I click on next, next, and it's now will be installed. And also, if you have Mac, if you are Mac users, I know some people are with Mac, so you cannot use Jarvee. It's only for Windows. Okay, and so you need a VPS. But this is another video about exactly about which VPS we are working with and how to do that. So later on, you can also check that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I will also speak about how much money it actually should cost you to run one Instagram account, and depends, of course, if you have even more. So you will also see that. But just to show you, very, very good results when you know what you're doing, especially when you have more data. So as much as data you have, better results. Also to let you know, Jarvee is a very heavy program. I'm guessing most of you know that, but if not, so now you will know. And I put here the username and the password of Jarvee. Remember, you have 5 days of free trial and then you must pay. I click on sign in. And here we have Jarvee. Okay, now I want to go step by step with a guide. And just let's see if any questions. Not yet. Good. So we'll go step by step with a guide. So it will be very, very easy. We got a Jarvee license, VPN, so my Windows computer did it. Second step is the Jarvee license. Good, we have it. And the 4G proxies. Now, that's a good question. I can tell you that if you use your own computer, you don't have to use the proxy, the 4G, only for one account, but that depends because if you will have more than one account and if more people using Instagram and they are logged into the same Wi-Fi, you actually put in risk your main account, okay? Especially like, let's say you're in your house and for example, you are logged into Instagram and the same Wi-Fi, of course, your sister, your brother, your parents, your friend, it's many, many people. So if you do want to go on the safe side, I would recommend to get a proxy, a 4G proxy, okay? And, oh, it's not clickable. Let's fix that. Cool. So I will also show you about the proxy, how you can get it and how to edit. And then we'll scroll up with all of the settings and all of the fun part. So I'm working with the social proxy. I'm mostly using their great 4G proxy. Now, if you ask yourself why we cannot use IPv6 or IPv4 or residential or any other proxy, so you can do everything, that's for sure. But wait. So the problem with that, if you use like cheap proxies, that the quality of them are lower, and you may have some issues, right? Let me know if you can still hear me because something with my earrings is just not working again. Yeah, we'll wait to your approval. Can you hear me? Don't know what happened to these earphones. Supposed to be very good ones, Sony, but no. Okay, can hear me. Great. So let's continue. Where have you been? Cool, about the proxy. So you can use the cheap proxies from any provider you have. Just keep in mind that you want to make your actions and you want basically to make everything you're doing very similar to what humans doing on their phones, right? So if I use my own phone number and I use a 4G network, it's better to use Jarvee with a 4G network. Okay, especially if you have like more than one account. So I will show you how to purchase the proxy. MMM. One second. You will see it's very, I think like this part is not the complicated part. The part to be complicated is like where the issues start to happening. Wait, so just get the code for that. Okay. By the way, the internet in Mexico is not the best, so if it's not working well at some point, forgive me. We'll do it again. Cool. Yes, so we'll get back. Yes, the video will be recorded. No worries, everything will be recorded. You can also watch it later if you're working, or I don't know, maybe you're busy. Cool. Okay, so we talked about the proxy and why it's important. I'm using the social proxy. Let me show you how you can purchase a 4G proxy and how it's working. So I go to the dashboard and I click on buy proxy. Of course, you need to sign up for this website, but it's very simple. And you can choose Austria, Israel, or UK. Now, if you think, wait, what I should do? I'm from the US, I'm from Mexico, I'm from Australia, I don't know. So it's not important which kind of proxy you will, like which kind of country, sorry, you will go with, because it's a private 4G. This is why Instagram, it's almost impossible to flag this kind of connection. So you can choose whatever you want. If, of course, if you're from one of these countries, so it will be more make sense to use your own country, but it's not really important. So I just go now with Austria. Okay, and I ask the social proxy to give me a special coupon just for this live. And now I will order just one 4G proxy. Not two, only one, and I will update the cart. I will click here to enter the code coupon, and this is the coupon they gave me. Oh, it's already applied. Okay, true. Okay, so I like basically it should cost 90 euro. With a discount, we have like a 15 euro discount, it's going to be 75 euro. Just now it's 0, yeah, but it's only for the example. If you're asking why it's so expensive, so it's because 4G networks are pretty expensive, especially if it's unlimited data, as you need for Jarvee. And that's it. This is the 4G proxy. I can actually see this kind of a proxy over here. Okay, so this is my proxy. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit into Jarvee. Okay, I will show you how to edit. This is the username and the port of the proxy. So let me go to Jarvee. I will go to the proxy manager. I click that and I add a proxy. And the proxy username. Okay. And sorry, confused. And the proxy password. Just copy and paste. And that's it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it. I not want binge, I do want Instagram. Cool, and now I click on verify. Now I need to wait a few seconds. And you will see the ping here, it's a bit high, but it will be lower in a few seconds. I'm just connecting now to the proxy. Cool, any questions until now? Okay, let's talk about it. I see I have a question. Cool. Adi, can you talk also about scraper proxy, which best works for you? Also where we can buy quality scrapers? Yes, I will talk also about it. I will show you what is the proxy for the scrapers. Today I'm only going to speak about how to set up one account. So for one account, you don't really need proxy for the scrapers. But if you have let's say 2, 3, so you actually need that. So we'll speak also about it. It's on the continue, so no worries, Andre. Yes, so let's continue. So we had a Jarvee, we had a computer, we have the 4G proxy. What else we need? You have 6. Wolfgang, I see your questions. Yes, you can hire me and my team to do the mother and child method. Yes, I will speak with you after the live. No worries. I just want to show this to the people who want to learn. And always, we actually help you to do the mother and child method for you. Thank you, Jarvee. So yes, have a look. I will show you now. Cool. So let's go back to the article. So we have the proxy, we have Jarvee. We need scrapers. Okay, so let's talk about the scrapers. So in general, why you need scrapers? It's very, very simple. When you go to Instagram, and this is the account we're going to do as an example today, and you're actually doing some actions. You click here, you watch the story, you click here. Every action you're doing, it's an API action, okay? And Instagram can actually see that, okay? And not over here on the browser in your app. It's like any action you're doing. I call it like the working with the direct code of Instagram. Now, if I try to get some data, for example, if I want to get data about my own followers or about some other people followers and stuff like that, I need to scrape some data, okay? What does it mean? Let's say I want to understand to get the followers of account on the puppies niche, okay? Let's say I want to get their followers. So they have 37.1K followers, and I want to get this information, but I don't want also to get all of this information. I want also to filter this data. I want to make sure I'm going to people with English characters. I want to make sure they have a minimum number of posts, minimum number of followers, following stories, and so on. So all of this data can be scraped with the API of Instagram. This is how it works. Now, if you're going to use your main account, that means main account, it's like the accounts that we're going to grow with Jarvee. To scrape this data, it can put this account on risk. Why? Because every API action you're doing measured by Instagram. They can see that and they can flag it very easily. So I call it to do all of this kind of hard work and the risky work, not with our main accounts. I will just use another accounts that I don't really care about if they will survive or not. And they will do this of hard work, okay? Now, you're asking where to get this kind of scrapers. I will show you. Yes. We have a few main providers. All of them are also very known on MP. And I will speak about the difference between them and the highest quality. So we have Project One, I think is today the biggest provider of scrapers. This one are very, very good scrapers he owns. It's on 0.55 cents and it comes with an email. Now, if you have a scraper with an email, that can be even better for the long term. because then if you need to do a verification, you have email to send the code and so on. But as you can see, it's also different pricing, because this scraper, 35 cents, it's without email and it's 35 cents. And this one is with email, it's another 20 cents. You have a few more providers. You can see this one, for example, our handmade AG accounts with Gmail. Okay, this is with Outlook emails. I think the Outlook emails are pretty much the best. With Gmail, you can have sometimes some issues, but Outlook is pretty good. You have also like just another provider, probably know him, Armbeg. You're also selling some scrapers. There are some cheaper ones, sorry, that you can use for 15 cents, very like not high quality. It's also called burner because their goal is to burn. And you have also like scraper, like much expensive, in more than $1. You can see over here from David. You have many more websites. I'm going to speak today about the main ones we are working with and we are using. You have also a website you can purchase in a Russian currency and lower rights. But let's say I want to get this one. Okay, let's go with that. And oh, they changed it, sorry. I cannot buy from here. Let's go in here. Growgram. Cool. Okay. Handmade scrapers, handmade a PVIG account. PV it's mean that's actually phone verification, 2 weeks. Many of them actually out of stock. The only have I see the Gmail over here. I don't know if I want to get that. Okay. Let's, for this example, go with this one with the 35 cents without the emails, okay? But if I will have the chance, I will get these ones with Outlook emails. I just don't want to go with the Gmail because Gmail can have sometimes some verification issues. So I prefer to go with Outlook, with GMX, MailerU. Don't go with the Rambler and this stuff because you can actually see more issues with them. And yes, so now I'm going to show you how to purchase them and to get them. Any questions? What are the risks to main account using the scrapers? Okay, so if you're using the main account without any scraper, that means the main account need to do the scraping on the API of Instagram. And that means that it can get blocked, it can get disabled, it can get locked. It can also, like, and risk in general, it can also happen no matter what, when you use automation, when you're using Instagram in general. But if you're doing the scraping work with a main account, the risks are much, much higher. This is why we're using the scrapers, and this is why all of this process is much more complicated, honestly. Because if some people are watching me and they did Jarvee in 2018 or even 17 and before, so you probably remember we used to do it much easier on the API, no scrapers, cheap proxies, good days, not anymore. Which email has problems? It's not a problem. So just like I prefer not to work with Gmail because Gmail can flag the connections you're doing, and sometimes they can even like lock the access to the account. So I prefer to work with Outlook or with GMX, MailerU, these kind of emails. Rambler are not always good because sometimes Instagram just doing like blacklist of Rambler. So don't go with that. Cool, let's continue. Okay, I'm going to show you like it step by step, really. I hope some people it's not make you boring. I am showing it like that, but I think the last time I did the guide like this was a long, long time ago. So yes, okay. So let's get the scrapers. Now I wrote also on the guide over here, you need 4 or 5 of scrapers accounts for every main. Okay, so I said I'm going to work today on 1 main account, not 6, only 1. Okay, but that's okay. I will show you the math how you can do it for 6 and 7 and 10 and all of that. Cool, sorry. So I will now get this kind of scrapers from here, the 35 cents. Okay, and I will go with 5. I click on purchase. I can pay with all of these kind of options. I will go now with PayPal, and I will send it to my email. This is not the email of your PayPal. This is the email you're actually going to get the scrapers. And as you can see, I'm going to pay in total $1.75. Cool. And now I click on next. I click on PayPal. Let me fix that, sorry. Sorry for the Hebrew, but imagine this is in English or in Spanish or in your language. Yes, cool, and I pay with my balance, pay now. And I think it will take a few seconds, and then I will get approval, and that's it, payment complete, and I get it to my email. So let's check this on my email, 1 second. 12 people, wow, thank you guys. It's awesome to have you over here. Wait, just want to show you. Okay, go, I got it. No, yeah. Cool, so you will see on your email something like that. It's called Shopee, okay? And then you click on that, and you can see this is the provider, project one, and this is all my scrapers. Good, we didn't do the settings yet. Wait, now I'm just organizing everything I need in order to run one account, okay? So Jarvee, computer, proxy, it's better. Again, it's not a must for one account, but it's better. Scrapers, and what else we need? Captcha and phone verification. So let me explain about that and why you need to do this. It's not a must as well, but it's more recommended if you want to save your time. So let's say when Instagram actually flagging your account and flagging your activity, mostly for the scrapers, they will tell you to do some Captcha, to answer some Captcha funny photos, okay? To fix that, it looks like that. Maybe you know that. Help us confirm with your own account, and you need to tell them where is the bus, where is the car, where is the trees, where is like all of that. It's not like this, but it's very similar. And you can do it manually. One option is to do this kind of photos manually and like, oh, this is the bus, this is the bus, this is the car, ta-ta-ta. Or you can just pay website like to Captcha, okay? And they will do it automatically for you. 1 sec. Let me show you. So this is the website to Captcha. If you are logged, if you didn't log into, sorry, you need to actually sign in, register to this website. It's very easy, just like add your accounts. You can sign in with an email, okay? And then you also need to do some kind of Captcha when you sign in or when you log in. Sorry. Cool, and make sure you own the customer. Why? Because they have some workers. This website is very, very smart. The people who are actually doing the capture are real people. It's not really automatically. Some people actually answer that. They're doing some shifts. So you're not the worker, you're not the developer. You're not working with the developer team. You're the customer. So just check this box. I know some people had some issues. And then you need to copy actually the API code you get over here. And this code will help you to do all of this kind of capture to the scrapers so when it will happen automatically, so you don't need to do it manually. Whoops, not here and here. So now I will go to the settings. I will go to connectivity. I will go to Captcha, and I will use to Captcha. And over here, I will paste the code. Okay, the API code. Wait. Go last. Okay, I will copy. And I will put it over here. Test, and here you can see the credit. Good. Now let's talk about phone verification. Let's see if you have any questions. Can you also talk about how to currently connect to the new bot scraper so they don't get instant block? It happened to me a lot of times. Andre, yes, this is. I will also show you that. I will get there. No worries. Cool. So let's speak a bit about phone verification. Maybe you also know this kind of verification when you need to put some phone number, and then Instagram will make sure you're actually legit and real user. It can maybe looks like that when you send the code, and there are some screens like this one to put the code, send it to your phone. And as well, this process, you don't have to do this. Let's say if you have like another phone number, another phone in your house, and you can use it as a scraper. But I think it's better to use websites that can give you this kind of phone numbers automatically and do this work for you. Okay. There are many websites you can work with. Okay, you can see Jarvee working with this one, many websites. We're working mostly with SMS VBA. You need to sign into this website. You need to pay them at least for the start, let's say $10, okay? Not more than that. How you pay for them? Very easy, and then maybe I didn't explain it correctly. Basically, they give like a virtual phone numbers from different countries, from all around the world. And let's see if it will work here. This is very popular website. So you must know that the numbers over here are not private, they are not secure, they are not high quality. It's only numbers to do the verification. So sometimes the numbers you get are not the best, but that's not that. Or you can test another provider. So you can just add funds. You can pay them with Bitcoin or with credit card from here. Have a look. They have like 10% fee over here. Make sure you notice to that. After you pay them, you will also get an API code. Okay, it will be over here. Okay, no, sorry, not over here. It will be on your profile. So what you need to do, you need to copy this API. Remember to change it after because I may forget. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it over here, and I mostly like to use most of the countries, but wait. You can select, should be a button over here to select all. I mostly like going and select many countries. I don't see this button over here. I don't know why, maybe I need to, but I don't choose any specifically countries because I want it randomly will go with another country, okay? If we all use the same countries all the time, so it will be very easy to flag these numbers even more. Operator, you can click on any, test. So you can see my credit. You should have the button. I don't know why I don't have it, but you should have the button of like use all the countries, maybe because I'm on the test version. Now we have, I think, everything ready. And I want to show you how much money we already spent until now. Okay, to only run one account. I'm going to speak about one account. I just want to see your questions. My main concern is budget. I am newbie to this. I have main Instagram account which related to babies. What will be the initial investment to this process? Would be great if you can give costs for each step, like Jarvee, Proxies, and love if you show what its exact brief process. Okay. So I didn't talk about the money. I'll talk about it now and about the payment and all of that. Actually, the funny thing over here, it's not so much costly with money. I think it's mostly costly with time, energy, and some people will say also like anxious and this kind of stuff. But it's not a lot of money only for one account. Again, if you're doing agency, if you have more accounts, if you have clients, that's another subject, okay? If it's only for one account, so I will share the screen, I will show you exactly how much money. Cool, so let's summarize this. Let's do it like that. Okay, I will open the calculator. So Jarvee, if you have a Windows system, if you're using a Jarvee on your own computer and you don't want a VPS, you save, let's say, about $42. But if you need a VPS and you want the Jarvee will work 24/7 and you cannot handle it on your computer, so you need a VPS for at least $42 US, okay? Now, just to let you know one more thing, I talked about it on the start, Jarvee is a very heavy program, okay? You can see my CPU and memory. This computer is very strong, but you can see it's very high, and you can see Jarvee can take, actually it's mostly Google Chrome are taking the things over here, but when Jarvee will work, it will be much higher over here, okay? So this is for the VPS. Now, if you don't need the VPS, you're using Jarvee on your own computer like I did, no expenses. Jarvee for one account is $30 per month, okay? Scrapers, let's say, if it will get burned and stuff like that, I will go with maximum $10 per month. 4G proxies with a discount, again, you don't have to do that. If you're asking me, it would be much more safer for the long term, okay? But you don't have, again, you choose. I don't want to tell you like exactly what to do. It's 89.15. So this is for the proxy. If that was me, like I would get a proxy just because I don't really know. For example, now I'm connecting to this Wi-Fi, I'm in a building, and many people using the same Wi-Fi. I don't know what they're doing on Instagram or even on their phone, maybe on Facebook, so I wouldn't risk it and I will get a proxy. As for Captcha, it's $5, and as for SMS PDA, it's $10. So we got into 144.15, and you can see the bigger investment over here, it's the 4G proxies. If you don't do the 4G proxies, it will be lower than that, and it will be about $55, of course, and I didn't include your time and your energy. Is that answer your question about the expenses? I don't see your user, but I hope I did answer that. If you have more questions, so let me know. Cool. So let's continue. I think we finished with all of like the part of what we need. Now we will go to the settings, okay? So I think I even make it everything organized over here because sometimes I change the settings a bit. Not sometimes, all the time. Actually, even the settings you see over here, I'm not using them all the time. But wait, I think I add something over here about the global settings. Whoops. Oh, cool. You can see some interesting stuff over here. Cool. Okay. So I will show you like the global settings in Jarvee. I will start with the embed browser, the social platforms, Instagram. And the settings we're going to do over here, this will be the settings that will affect all the users we have on Jarvee, okay? Now, I actually don't go to play with that so much. I just go in, yeah, no one, okay. Let's do it with organization. So I just go to social platforms, Instagram, general, and I'm going to check all of these 3 boxes. And I'm going to make sure scraping data, syncing, and exhausting any tool, I'm going to use the scraper tag. That means that I'm going to add the scrapers I just purchased, and I will add a tag for them, scraper. So Jarvee will use for any API action only scraper account and not my main account. Okay, this is what you need to do at the start: scraper, scraper, scraper. And I also like to change these settings over here when I get blocked in any account. So I want to I want to stop the tools. Okay, for at least 17 to 32 minutes. I sometimes even change it. You can see it on the article. Sometimes I do a bit of different numbers, but most of the time it's very similar numbers, okay? And yes, let's go back here. And what else I want to do over here? I think pretty much all of these things that I just showed you. Just about names, this is like very a good point. So Jarvee, the English names it comes with are not the names. If you will check, you will see some names that are very weird and not weird, like it's not a traditional names in like America, for example, or the US. If you want the list of the English names, I can also share it over here after. I have different names in English. And if, for example, you want to target people who speak, who have, like, for example, French names on their Instagram, you need to add a male's names over here and female's names. The same with any other language. If you want German names, you need to put German names and so on. So this is about the names, okay? What else I want to do over here? Let me go a bit up. As for the embed browser, I don't want to log out when I get a block, okay? Because any kind of like re-login, log out, change device and stuff like that can make more issues on the long term. So I won't do that. Automatically action, this is very important. A stage, this is what we just did with the connectivity, with the Captcha and the phone verification for the scrapers. So I do want to automate this process of if I need phone verification, okay? And I want us to log in. I don't change so much default, that's okay. I just make sure I do it only for the tag scraper, okay? Email verified should be mostly for the scrapers as well. I do like to do it again with the embed browser and visit the device if I need. Solve Captcha, okay? I also want to solve Captcha. I do it maximum 1 time per day. If I need to do Captcha for the scrapers more than 1 time a day, That means I don't have the good settings and I need to change something or check something. Fix temporary locked account, yes, as well, temporary lock, but only for the scraper. Have a look, I put it only for the tax scraper because it's not for the main account. Only for the scrapers, and pretty much that it is what I'm going to do for the scrapers. Different users, stop actions, delayed. Yeah, let's don't speak about all of them at the moment. Just one more small thing about the backup. Jarvee doing on default backup every 48 hours. I recommend to change to every 24, so you will have a backup every day. If something happened, I don't know if your computer crashed, if someone dead, sorry, it's not funny, so you can actually backup it automatically. Email notification, if you want to get an email notification for your email, okay, about many things that's happening on Java, you can play with that. I don't want to make it too complicated. Let's finish over here with the global settings, and let's see any question you have until now. Oh, sorry, I forgot to check that. Thanks, Adi. Also, I saw this from YouTube. Which setup home 4G proxies? It's too costly to create myself than buy 4G from elsewhere. I don't know actually to tell you so much if it's like I never did it. I will be totally honest with you. I never tried to create my proxies. I do know that if you do it, it can be even cheaper. Actually, depends how many accounts you have. It can be cheaper than to get a 4G proxy from a provider. Again, but cheaper if we speak about money. If we speak about how long it will take you to learn how to create your own proxy, how much time, how much energy, stuff like that. So I'm not sure. If you're asking me, I preferred not to learn how to create my own proxy, especially because I'm traveling the world and I'm not exactly on the same place every time. So I cannot use my own proxy on my home. This is why, and honestly, I prefer to focus on the automation and not on like the proxies and all of this kind of stuff. So this is for that. If you want, you can try use your own IP. But again, remember what I told you in the story if you was here. If you are using the home Wi-Fi of your house, but also your sister, your brother, your kids, your husband, your friends, the building you are using the same Wi-Fi and the same connection, that can be even more risky than a 4G, okay? Private 4G. So this is for that. I don't know what is this link, but let me check it after. Thank you, Oscar. Any questions for what I just showed you now? We still didn't get into the point of like main accounts and scraper settings. If you have any more, so let me know on the comments. And let's continue. For some of you just joined now, I'm just doing like 1 hour of completely settings from Jarvee, from beginners until the sky. Wait, what did you want? Andre, I got my 4G, 120, all I bought, and now I just pay $5 a month for mobile data. Cool, this is great. Okay, Andre, so this is actually was for you, the one who commented. This is what Andre said. Andre, if you have information about it, and if you want to share how you did it, where you learn about it, so feel free to do this. Again, every person and how he wants to make beneficial and make like use his time better. I'm a little bit confused. Can you draw using wall sketch? What is the scraper? What is the main account? Also the mother and child method? Yes. So scraper account, it's very easy. You just account that Instagram account that his job is to get data. Okay. His job is to get for you information from Instagram, like which users to follow, which users to target, and so on. Okay, scraper's account can be any account that you don't really care about. Okay, it can be account with a profile photo, without a profile photo, and just account you don't care about. Main account is the account you want to grow on Instagram, like this one, and this account I actually want to grow. The scraper account working on the API of Instagram. Okay, I call it like the direct code of Instagram. It's very dangerous when you're working on the API because Instagram can flag any action. So what I'm doing, I actually connect the scraper to work on the API to do all of like the scraping, to find the data, to filter the data, like do all of like the hard work. And the main account, the account I'm growing, and this account only going to do actions and only going to do like the easy work of like follow some users, interact with some users, and stuff like that. I will show it also on Java, and it will make more sense a bit later on. Don't you worry. But this is basically the main account and the scraper. As for the mother and child is a method where you can actually build an army. You call it like of like accounts, sub accounts who send traffic to main account. For example, if I want to build mother and child for this account, I can open many accounts and send DMs and comments to people, like I can comment on other people's posts and tell them like follow a Papi's Wish if you like puppies, okay? For example, I can go here. This is not the best. Okay, I can just go okay, let's say to this account. I can go to his followers, this guy. Okay, and I can tell her like, hey, I saw you are into puppies pages, stuff like that. So you are welcome to follow stuff like that for the best content out there for puppies. Okay, and of course, you're not sending it for the main account, you're sending it for many small accounts. Okay, like accounts that you build, and their goal is only to send traffic to the main account. But I don't want to make this too complicated. I don't want to speak too much about the mother and child today. The focus of this slide, it's like how you can run and grow one main account on Instagram. And if it's worth it for you, yes, no, okay, you will decide. I hope it makes sense. Oh, thank you, Andre. Cool, so let's continue. What else? Okay, so we finished with the global settings of Jarvee. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to add the scrapers into Jarvee, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Add Profile. When I click on Add Profile, you will see you have Instagram and you have Instagram Scraper. Now, probably you will ask yourself, okay, Adi, what is the difference? Instagram Scraper, it's the same Instagram account, right? That's true. So what Jarvee actually made, especially for agencies, so for people who run many accounts, is they make an option if you will pay for them for the package of 70 US dollars per month. So if you will pay for that, you will get unlimited scrapers. Okay, that means you can add even 1,000, I don't know, 4,000 scrapers, and you won't pay for them as an Instagram user. Okay, if you add Instagram from here, the normal button, that means you pay. For example, the $30, I have maximum 10. The $30, the $50, I have maximum 30. But $70, I can add 70 main accounts, okay? And I can add unlimited scrapers. I hope it makes sense. If not, let me know. And cool, now I'm going to add the Instagram profile. For this main account, it's not really important. Sorry, for only one account, you can just click on Add Profile. Also, when you try to click on Instagram Scraper, as you can see, it will tell you, get the $70. We cannot do it like that, so I just click on Add Profile. Okay, I will give it a name. I'll call it Scraper1. And I will add the tag Scraper, the one we set up on the settings, if you remember. This one from here. Okay, you will see it's red. No worries, it's all good. Wait, sorry, I did it too fast. So I go to social profile, I add the scraper. Okay, over here, I don't have a proxy at the moment. No, as I see this, I don't need a proxy for only one main account for the scrapers. Okay, and of course, when you have more, so you will need it. If I click over here, I click on Show Advanced Profile Settings, and I scroll down, I can see many settings I can do. So what I did for you guys, sorry, we close all of this stuff. So I made a guide with the right settings. We actually have the photo here. So you can see we just copy it with the photo. 40 to 80, 1 to 5, and 60 to 90, 50, and 200. And let me explain to you exactly what is these settings, okay? So basically, if you will do a lot of scraping with the scrapers, so I mean you will check a lot of stuff, you will do a lot of filtering, and as we talked, you work on the API of Instagram, they can see everything you're doing and flag it very easy. So if you do everything too fast without any breaks, they will send this account to scraper into verification and into problems. Why? Because they see what you're doing. Okay, so what we actually want to set up over here is when we do some API errors, if we get a few API errors like Captcha or like, sorry, not the Captcha verification, but like some errors that it cannot get the information. I won't get into the big details, but stuff like that, like when Instagram can actually see this and you have some errors from Instagram. So if you get one error per an hour, stop this account for at least 40 to 80 minutes. And you don't get more than 5 errors per day. This is the maximum, okay? Why? Because if you get many errors, this account will send into the verification. That means the phone verification and the Captcha verification. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You do want to make sure that if you get this kind of errors, 1 per hour, 5 per day, you will get into this kind of breaks between 40 to 80 minutes. Now, as well, if we talked about API errors, but here I want to speak with you about number of API calls you're doing in general. Okay, so as much as you're doing more API calls, as much as you scrape more data, you get more information, you're like playing with Instagram, right? They see that. So I also don't want to scrape too much data fast, because then I will get into the errors and then I will get into the verification. I hope it makes sense. So also over here, I'm going to set up some breaks after I get like 50 API calls per hour, 200 per day. I don't want to do more than that, okay? Now let me tell you that you can in general do more than that on Instagram. Wait, I will get into your questions in a second. You can do more than 200 API calls on Instagram in general, but for the start, when you just add a scraper, so it's better to keep with these numbers. Okay, so I do it over here, 50 per hour, 200 per day, and honestly, you don't even need more than that if you don't do any more filtering. As for this part over here, I'm not always change it. No, you can actually keep it like that. And let's make a break before the follow and the unfollow settings. Actually, to update, it's not for February, it's also for March, sorry, but let me do a short break. Thank you, Andre. How many messages like that you can do daily? The long term, about 20, 30 on average. 20, it's like the safe zone. Of course, also with spin text, you cannot send the same message every time. You need to change it a bit, okay? Like, hey, hello, what's up, like that. So about 20, I know some people also doing like about 70 DMs or 60, but at some point you will get blocked. So long term, about 20, maximum 30. I saw some people mass comment on pictures, like from child accounts to do this. Can we run all child accounts from Jarvee instead, not connect our main account to Jarvee? Yes, you can do this and you can use the comment tool. I know there are also some Russian tools that people are using to do this and not even Jarvee. So definitely you can do it also with Jarvee, with the comment tool. Just again, don't do the same comment all the time. The more scrapers you have, the more followers you will get. Samuel, hello. Not exactly, okay? The scrapers goal, the main goal of the scrapers, again, it's only to get you the right data and to make sure your account can run smoothly, the main account, okay? So what will actually give you more followers? It's the follow back ratio, okay? Let me explain. One sec. So let's say I'm going to target now all of the followers, okay? I will do it very, very broadly, all of the followers of this account, okay? Let's say I will target all of their followers and I will engage with them. So how many followers I will get depends on the quality of this kind of audience, okay? If it's good audience, I can get even 20, 30, 40 follow back ratio, and I can even get about 20 or 30 or even more followers per day. Okay, let me show you on the photos. It will be even more reasonable. So you can see I did over here about 179 actions and I get 36 follow. So that means my follow back ratio is about 20%, stuff like that. Okay, it's all about the follow back ratio. Over here, I did 200 and I get 100. Over here, I actually gain 40 or 50 follow back ratio. So it depends on the follow back ratio of your actions. That's the follow back ratio in effect from the account you put as sources, your content you're uploading, and the filtering you're using, okay? Because let's say if I will just now go and I will follow this account, cat memes, but my account's about puppies, I'm not sure this account will follow me back, right? It's not so relevant. It's cat. Now, if I want post funny data, or if I want post, any post over here, so why will people follow me? Okay, this is another reason. And filtering, we'll also talk about it when I will add the account into Jarvee. I hope it makes sense. Can you show where are the settings for different messages? I will show this on the end, okay? Curious, I will show you this on the end. If I forget, so please remind me. But yes, message is a bit different than the follow and follow. And now let's speak about the follow settings, okay? Oh, sorry, not the follow, the scrapers. I'm still trying to add the scrapers. I forgot about it. So the only thing I'm going to add over here, I'm going to keep that valid when I change the proxy for the scraper. I will not add the proxy yet, but on the future, if I will do more accounts, I will add more proxies. I don't like to use this option for the scraper so much. Sometimes it can work, sometimes not, but I will skip that. And I disable auto sync because I don't need to automatically sync this account. Cool. Now I have all of these accounts over here. You see, like I have all of this information. And as you remember, I purchased about 5 scrapers, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to I want to make it simple. Okay, going to click on Add Profile. Okay, and I call it a name, Scraper 2. And I click on Social Profile. Okay, another one, Scraper 3. I forgot to put the tag, sorry. So this is the tag. Let me add the tag over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very easy to count. Interesting to see what you think until now. Like some people think it's very easy. I don't know if it's that easy. Scraper 5. Wait, I forgot again to do the tags. So I do scrapers and I do scrapers. Now have a look. I didn't even connect any account to Jarvee yet. I just added the scrapers information. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the scrapers info. I'm getting blocked all the time, but I use proxies. Okay, we need to understand why. There can be many reasons why you get blocked, like about 3-4 main reasons. I will talk about it also. I just want to add the proxy now, sorry, the scrapers now, and I will answer all of like the issues you have at the moment with Jarvee. I will answer on the end. Cool, sorry, I just looked to to find the scrapers. Can you recommend the best scraper proxy and how many scrapers proxy should be used? Yes, so that depends. If you have only one account, one main account, you don't need a proxy for the scrapers, okay? But if you have more than one account, let's say you have like 5 main accounts, so you need to have at least 20 scrapers. For that, I will use a 4G proxy, the one I showed on the start. 4G proxy, one can handle 100 scrapers maximum, but you can start with only like 20, 30 on the start. So we'll add normally more. Why the 4G proxy again? Some people telling me like, Adi, why are you always telling like to use 4G proxy? It's so costly. It's 75 euro or 80 euro or 90 euro, I don't know. The reason for that is very simple, guys. Even if you think about it, you don't need to be a pro. And we have more views. That's so cool. Thank you for people who watch me from the start and people joining. It's very cool. So what people use on their phone, they use mostly 4G connection. Okay. So this is why it's better to use 4G proxies. Easy. Now, some people will tell you, yeah, but I have a proxy in $1. It's so easy. Everything working good. Wait. At some point, Instagram making some updates. I'm going to do some changing. I'm going to do some like waves, we call them. And when there is a waves, it's very easy to flag, see which one using proxies that are cheaper and like sustainable, proxies that are not using the same IP all the time, not related. And when people using 4G proxies, if you think about it, how can even Instagram flag these accounts and flag these people? Because this is what real people on real world doing. So if they will do that, that means they actually need to cut all of the people who are using their phones. That's not make sense. This is like why the 4G it's so powerful proxy, not only for Instagram, for automation in general, for scraping, and for crawling, and many cool stuff. So I hope I answered the question. The social proxy, the one I showed on the start, I will talk also about it. And how many? 1 to 5. This is the ratio. A cheaper alternative for scraper proxy? Yes, definitely. You can use high proxies. They are very cheap, but not the best. Again, high proxies, they have some like data center proxies. You can also use a residential, but that will be even more expensive. So depends on the gigabyte. So if you want something very cheap, you can use iProxies for the scrapers. Less recommended again, because it's very easy to flag it. You can click on private proxies and you can get some proxies for very, very low price, as you can see. I call them like a dead proxies. They're not really changing so much. And so this is about that. And now what I want to do, I want to add the scrapers I just purchased, okay? So let me show you how I'm adding that. I can do it manually or automatically. I prefer to do it over here now manually on this example, just to show you. Okay, so I put the username and the password. If I add the email, I can also add the email information over here, but unfortunately, I don't have it. If I do, I just put the email, password, and the POP information. And the POP information is very easy. It's just you can Google it and you can understand. For example, if it's Gmail, you need to just turn off the and enable the option to log into this kind of like third apps. If it's like Outlook, so you need to put the Outlook POP and username, password, and POP server. If you need a special POP name for like specific emails, so just let me know. You can also Google it and you can find it very, very easy. As for now, I don't have actually any email, so I just do it like this and I click on verify account. Now it's show interlacing, it's trying to connect to this account. Let's see if it will work. At the meantime, I'm going to scraper number 2, okay? And I'm going to copy the settings, to copy the information. Just to let you know, you can do this automatically with an Excel sheet, but I know some people are not the best with Excel, and some people it can be a bit more scary for them. So I just do it like that. Here you can see it's valid, scrapers free. Now I'm not click on valid on the other accounts because I didn't copy the settings. If you remember, I just add the accounts, but I didn't add the settings. I just put it like this, okay, scrapers 3, scraper 4, password, and this is scraper 5. Keep in mind, I'm not verified them yet, okay? I'm just adding the information. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on scraper 1, and I'm going to, go over here, copy settings, and I'm going to select all of the other scrapers. I want to copy the settings. And over here, I just uncheck all of the user agent. Now I want to explain a bit about what is the user agent in a second. I just click on OK. And all of these settings are now copied for all of the accounts. Now, what is the user agent? You have two kinds of user agent. You have embed browser user agent and you have the API. User agent, it's like all of the information about the device you are using on Instagram. Okay, you actually have like a pool of many different kind of user agents. There are like thousands, and they just use randomly one of them. Okay, so the embed browser user agent, you can see this is like the browser we're using, like Mozilla. The Android 9, this is like the device, more information about the Chrome, mobile Safari, all of like the device information. API user agent is information about the device itself, like which size this Samsung Galaxy, which language, and all on. You don't need to play with that, just I want to explain to you What is that? And the reason I'm not copy this when I just did copy settings, it's because I don't want to copy exactly the same device. Okay, so this is about the user agent. Now what I'm going to do, I can also go over here to social profile, click on verify, 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 verify. Now, if you have 20 scrapers, don't do it all together, okay? Because then it can be too too fast, okay, and it's easy to flag it. But if you have only 5, that's okay. Have a look over here. I made a mistake. It's writing over here that it's invalid credit line. That means the username you enter doesn't appear to belong an account. I didn't put the right details, okay? Let me check it again. This is the username. Okay, let's try again. Now, if it again show me this kind of error, I'm going to connect with the provider of these scrapers and tell him like, hey, how are you? This account, we'll try to even find it on Instagram. There is no account like that, okay? If I go here, this account I have, okay? This, by the way, the scraper can look without any photos for us and just a random name. So I'm going to connect to provider and tell him like about this scraper. Hey, it's invalid. Please provide me a new one. He should give you like no reason. As for now, I just delete this account. I click on actions and I click on delete. I will make it a bit more simple. As also what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on group by tag. And over here, you can see I have like 4 scrapers. All of them are valid. One more thing, I'm going to click over here and to change, I'm going to click on manage columns and I'm going to add a column called API statistics. So I will see how many API actions I made today. As you can see, I already made 24 API actions an hour because I just logged into the account. Also the login, it's API calls. Remember, we have 50 maximum per hour, 200 per day. Any questions until now? Let's see. Do we need to do something extra for the new bot scrapers to avoid instant block? As you see, it didn't block yet. The settings I add are very, very important. What else? To make sure you get the proxies, the scrapers from a legit provider. Okay, some people can give you like very shitty scrapers, and then you just try to log them in, and that's boom. Also, if, for example, your IP is flagged or the proxy you're using very, very low quality, so that means it could be Instagram can actually flag you and block it immediately. I hope it makes sense. If not, let me know, Andre. And cool, what else? Okay, we add the scrapers until now. Now we're going to add the main account, okay? Eventually, we're going to add the main account. Now, just a short explanation. On the tools section, you don't need to set up nothing over here, okay? Nothing. You just need to connect the scrapers and that's it. Also, what I like to do, I click on Manage Commons. I like to fix it and make it a bit more more easier to see the stuff. I will just I will going to uncheck many boxes over here. It's like a comments. I just want more easy on the eye, like to see some stuff. Yes, yeah, we can keep all of them. Cool. Okay, now I want to add my main account. The main account I'm going to add today, it's this account, the Puppy's Wish. Yes, if you ask yourself, so this account was grown with Jarvee for a long time, more than a year. It's very, very funny account. If you want to see, there are like funny videos. The engagement is also pretty nice. Can be even better, but yes, sometimes I did some bad testing on this account. So yeah, let's add this account now and let's set it up, okay? So I'm going back to Jarvee and go back to the social profile. This is where I'm adding the profile. Tools is where I actually tell the Jarvee what to do with them. Social profile, add profile, Instagram, and I will give it a name. Oh, there's an update of Jarvee. Jarvee also making updates every week, but I don't want to do it now, so I just post to next 3 hours, okay? Puppy's Wish, this is the main account. Tag, you can give it tag like main account, sorry, small letters. or you can just don't give it any account, any tag, based on you. I mostly don't do it. And I put the password, username and password. You can also put the email, I think, over here. I click on Show Advanced Profile Settings. And let me show you what I'm going to check over here. So the only two boxes I'm going to check is this one, if I change the proxy, and to use only the embed browser. And to thank number. So followers right before midnight. So right before midnight, I will see how many followers I get, new followers, okay? I don't change anything over here. And have a look, I didn't even click on verify yet. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on proxy manager and I'm going to add this account, Puppy's Wish, add to this proxy. It's pending. I go back to the social profile. I click on the account. Now I click on browse embed. I prefer to do it on this way. Okay, and to show you how it's logged in very, very easier. Well, I think we're already on 1 hour. Are you still with me, guys? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ray. Yes, it's very fun to do this. I actually used to do it much more. If you remember, in 2019, I used to do much more lives, but then I got busier, so I don't do it so much as I used to, but I want to do it much more. Cool. I don't know why it's not open me the browser. Sometimes it can happen. I'm trying like to click on browse embed. And let's click on verify account and let's see if it can be even without anything of my help. Over here, by the way, it will be the info you have on your bio. No need to touch with that. Over here, you can put some notes. Hey there, Jarvee people, you are the best. Okay, stuff like that. Or no, joking, but if you want like to, for example, write something, a D to your team. So I did a relogin. The account is working well. Sorry. Some notes, you can do this. And no need to do anything more. I don't want to make it complicated. The account is waiting for verification. Okay, so at this stage, I would like to open the browser. If that's not going to work, so I'm going to do restart to Jarvee and try again. Okay, so actions, browse embed. Let's try from here. Sometimes it can happen. Don't be scared. All good. I click on restart. Okay. Let's do a small break for the settings until I will fix this. So using your own IP for the scrapers and the proxy for the main account. Yes. Yes, when it's only one account, this is what I will mostly do. Okay, I will use like the home IP for the scrapers and 4G proxy for the main account. Okay, sorry. Why I want to do that? A few reasons. First, if you have only one main account, you don't have to use a proxy. You can use the home Wi-Fi for the scrapers and for the main account. But again, I think we talked about it before. I don't know if you saw this. I don't know who you are. So if you have more people in your house, people on your building, for example, I can tell you now I'm living over here in Mexico. I'm in a building. And if you see, there's like a huge building over here. And more people using the same Wi-Fi I'm using on the same building, okay? So I don't want to take the risk on my main account that more people will use this. And maybe they're doing some stuff on Instagram, maybe they're doing some bad things or good things. I don't really know, and I don't really care. So I want the best for my main account. This is why I will go with 4G proxy, because it's like a private proxy, and the risk will be very lower. But you must keep in mind budget things, so 4G proxy is at least 75 euro, sorry, 75 euro per month, okay, after discount. So it's not cheaper. It's safer, but not cheaper. For the scrapers, I don't really care about them. If it's only one account, so it can be on like just on my own IP, or just without any proxy, like without any actually a proxy, again, we speak only on one main account. If we speak about scaling, if you speak about agency, if you speak about 5 accounts and so on, so you actually need proxy for the scrapers, because if you use the same IP for all of the scrapers, so the days are like finding data, filtering data, working on Instagram, it's very easy to flag it, okay? So this is why I don't recommend when you scale, this is why I recommend to use 4G proxy when you scale your business or when you scale the amount of the accounts for 5+ Instagram, to use a 4G, okay? So you may think it's expensive. Tell me how much your time worth, okay? How much your energy worth, or how much time you want to spend on your Jarvee account and fix scrapers. So this is my belief. Again, it's only what I want to share with you, like sharing with you what I'm doing by myself. You can choose, of course, what is better for you. Thank you very much for the great words. I appreciate it, Oscar. Yes, you can. You will be able to post via Jarvee and via your phone too. And just if you want to post videos, so with Jarvee, it's not working. So like you don't use, if you want to post videos with Jarvee, sorry, you must use the API on the main account, and this is less recommended. Okay. So this is why I'm not going to, I'm not going to use the API, and I'm not going to post videos, but I can post like just photos, mostly photos. Yes. Did you saw the trend of commenting on a post very early and sending likes to the comments so it can rank higher? We can do this with Jarvee. I actually didn't saw that. It's interesting, but yes, you can do this with Jarvee as well. Maybe we'll speak this about. Sorry. Maybe I will speak about it on another live, because again, I want to make this very, very, very focused about how to use main account and to grow one main account with Jarvee. And mostly follow and follow actions. I will speak about the DM as well, but not the comments today. Okay, we can keep it for another live. Forgive me, but it will be too long, and it's already more than 1 hour. I think it will be 2 hours. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. Let's see my account if it now will work. I will log into social profile and invalid creditness. It means that I didn't put the right details over here. Let me check again. Okay. And let's see now. Now it will try to log in. Because I tell to Jarvee to use only the browser. Okay, it's not the right password, sorry. Let me see why. Oh, I think I know. Okay. 1 sec. Now I will open the browser. I will just try to do it manually. Want to see it on live. If you want to see the password, this is the password. Very interesting. I think this is the password. Wait, oh no, I just changed it from a few seconds ago. Let's try with big letters. Okay, and now I need to send an email because I forgot the password, so I don't want to make it boring. 1 second, I will put, I think, some, okay, sorry. Let me just fix the password, and meanwhile, let me do some nice stuff for you, so it will be less boring. How I do that? So many stuff over here. This is crazy. Cool. Okay, 1 second. I just click on. I will fix this account. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have any more questions, you can ask. Maybe you can talk with yourself in the comments. 1 sec. Oh, I can actually show you the screen. Okay, one sec. Let's show you the screen, it will be less boring. Okay, so what basically I'm just trying to do is to recover my account. Okay, I just send it to the email. Now I will go to the email of this account and I will create a new password. As you can see, no stress is very important when you're working with Jarvee. Don't be stressed at all. Oh no, I didn't do it correctly. Okay, so let's do it. Wow, Jarvee. And that's it, we have it. Cool. Let's go back to Jarvee. Jarvee. This is the password for all of you who want to steal this account. Feel free. I'm joking. Someone already tried to do this, so don't do this. But I will change the password after. I click on Not Now, and that's it. I'm logged into this account. Cool. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll down and I click on Mark as Valid. Okay, because this account is already connected through the browser, through the embedded browser. And I finished with connecting account. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the Tools section and I'm going to focus on the follow and the unfollow settings. Keep in mind, I click on Group by Tag to make it more organized for myself. This is the scraper. This is Instagram. I click on Instagram. And let's do the settings exactly as I'm doing on the article. You can even do it one by one, okay? I don't want to do it one by one, just change the numbers. 25 to 50, 5 to 20, 100 to 180. Let me to explain. So basically what we're going to do now, we're going to set up how many follow actions I'm going to do in an hour, in a day, in operation. What does actually means operation? Operation is like any operation on the, I don't know, like in the army, you're going to do like a bunch of actions, okay? So I will wait between 10 to 28 minutes before each new operation. And I'm going to follow, I can follow 2 to 5, 5 to 20. You don't have to go with these numbers, okay? You can even go with like 2 to 15, okay? And how many seconds I'm going to delay between each follow actions, okay? So I recommend about like, let's say, start with like, for example, you put 100, 180, but again, all the time keep changing it. You can put, for example, 80 and 200, okay? You will see on the right that you will do about 13.46 follow actions on general, on average on hour, and maximum 323 per day. Okay. Now it's not what we will set up. Okay, don't you worry. I'll just show you like what is the maximum. I will also click. This is the time that the account will work on. I can set it up to work only on daytime, only on night. At the moment, I will do it 24/7, and I can also randomize when it will start and will finish. Okay, so it won't start exactly every day at 12 a.m. and finish on like 12 p.m. It will have like some randomization. I also like to add some random sleep times, some randomly it will stop working. You can even keep it like that, okay? Or change a bit the numbers as I did on the article. Again, do it a bit of like changing, don't do exactly the things. I can make sure to rotate the days so it won't work every day. I can make sure to randomize every day's week or stuff like that. I'm actually working 24/7, but of course you can play with that. And over here, actually set up how many actions I'm going to do. Okay, so basically what I'm start with is like 15 to 30 follow actions per day. And I increase it every day with 15 to 30 until I reach like maximum 190 per day. Over here on the amount of action, you can also see 3 to 5 per hour follow actions. I increase it with 1 to 2 until it reaches 20. And wait, okay. How many? I forgot again. Sorry, okay, 3 to 5. And I increase it like with also like we can do like 3, 5. It's not that important, but we can say like even like 2 to 4 until it reaches like maximum 20. We don't even need 20, by the way. We can even do like 13 or 12.1. Okay, as you can see, we don't even need more than that. The contextual is very, very powerful tool what does it mean? Let me open a browser, I will show you. Contextual means that randomly Jarvee will, let's say now I did a follow to someone. Okay, so now let's say I just will go randomly here. Let me get bigger. So let's say I go to this one over here. So let's say you follow someone. The contextual mean you randomly will follow one of his followers is following, or the suggested users. This one doesn't have suggested users, but if it will have, so I can actually follow them, or randomly like some of like his followers, just randomly. So this is the contextual. It's very, very powerful tool that Jarvee added last year. I recommend to use it as well. Let me show you the settings of that. 0.6, 2.10. This is actually very good. And you can change again the numbers. And I don't do action only from contextual, okay? I don't even check this box. Over here, you can actually set up like if you want to do some specific amount of actions and stop them when you get specific amount of followings. So to turn on the follow, the unfollow, I don't do it also so much. I do like to favor sources give me high follow back ratio if you remember. So if you will get, wait, one second. So if you get like better follow back ratio, I want to actually favor these sources to make sure I will get great numbers. And over here, it's the user filters. Now, basically, what does it mean is that I can filter the people I'm going to engage with, the people I'm going to follow. I can make sure they have, for example, only English users. I can make sure they have profile photo. I can make sure they have minimum number of posts, many, many, many of things. And just keep in mind one important thing. As much as you're going to add more and more and more filters over here, your scrapers will work more and more harder. And that means you may have more issues with the scrapers. Now, another thing I realized that it's not really important how many filters you're adding if you add very, very high quality, okay? So honestly, I'm not going to put so many filters over here. I'm just going to make sure the user has a profile image. I just want to make sure the user is not following this account. And if I want to make sure it's only English people, I can check on this box over here of both and make sure I target only English people. Of course, if you have more critical filters, like this one, if you want to make sure the user posted on the last, for example, 30 days, you can do that. Just keep in mind the scrapers will work harder. So it all depends how much filters you want to add. You can start with this amount of filters and you can add more and more and more with the time. Okay. I also like to check this box of users not following this account. Just keep the followers because people already follow me. I don't want to follow them. And over here, I will actually check all because I mostly focus on good sources. I will show you how I choose the right sources. And suspend when you get temporarily blocked. I will also do that. Sorry, that means that let's say I get a block, so I will stop the account for X amount of time. Yes, something like that. So it won't try to do any more actions. It will be on a delay. It will be on yellow. You will see it on the social profile. Nothing to be scary about. Okay, and it will try again to do the action. After it will get the block, it will stop for a period of time, like 15 to 30, and then it will try again to do this action. And if it also will be blocked, so it will again be stopped for this amount of time. Cool. I also like to skip time with no more results. You can also add this to like use the last post if you want to do that. Some people want, some people doesn't want. It can have good effects. So you can have a look over here on the settings I did. You can like 2 of these last posts or only 3 or only 1. I do 0.1. And what else I told you that can be good? Yes, you can also view the story after the follow, and it's also very important. So you have more features over here. I don't do this with most of the accounts. I don't comment after follow. I'm not a big fan of comments in general, actually. I think that, the comments in general are a bit spammy, and it's very easy to see it's automation and not a human. So this is why I don't do comments so much. And I do like to view the story into the like, and I remove poor character sources. This is very, very important. So let's say you did about 100 actions of follow, and you didn't even get 10 people who follow you back. That means this source is a shitty source, and I don't want to focus on that. Source, it's like account that you're going to target these followers. For example, For example, I can target people like the followers of this account or the people who engage with this content and so on. So this is like source. So if it doesn't give me even like at least 10 follow back ratio, 10 people follow me back from every 100 follow actions, I will remove that. Okay. And this is for the follow settings. I will speak about the follow source in a second. I think I need water or something. But wait, where are you? Let's see if you have any more questions. But let's see. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm going to bring some water. Sorry, just a bit longer than I thought it will take. But 1 second, I'm going to bring water. If you need to do a break, so go. And I think in about 20 minutes we will finish. I think so. Yes, 1 minute. I can put you some commercial stuff. Not commercial. Wait. This is so funny. Okay, 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Thank you. I hope you like the the countdown. Yes, so for Nikki here, thank you for what you're saying. Can you please share how to fix FBR not uploading everything when using on embed on clients fallback ratio, you mean? Okay. Also how to pick the best target source with high fallback ratio. That's cool. Okay, so if you don't see the fallback ratio on your main accounts, you need to sync the account. Let me show you that. Sorry. Okay, so have a look. Basically, you need to go to social profile. You need to click on this and actions. Sorry, you can also click on actions and you have sync. When you click the sync, it should actually work for you. And also, if you go to the tools, results, and you will click on more actions, view fallback ratio. So you can also click on update. Update fallback ratio. Wait, over here, update fallback. You can click on that. If you still don't see that, that means you need more scrape. You have some issues with the scraper. Okay, now let's speak now about how to choose the best accounts to engage with and the best accounts to as a sources. And this is very, very, very critical question, because I feel like many people actually missing this point. They focus on the settings, they focus about which scrapers, which how many follow actions and stuff like that, but they don't focus about the quality, which is very important. I see you have more questions. I will help you. Okay, no worries. I have actually like a special file I shared with the VIP students that mostly I'm not showing on Facebook, but today I'm going to show it over here. All of this information worked a lot. Okay, so enjoy. And that's great that you're here and you actually have the opportunity to learn. 1 second. So let me show you. It's over here. Cool. So actually make a kit about fallback ratio to get more following for our own account. The first thing is to ask the clients about their best competitors. Okay. If it's your own account, we'll speak about how to do that. Second thing is to check account manually. Okay. For example, let's say I'm now going to this account and I consider to take this account as a source to my puppy's account. I can actually see the engagement of this account. Okay, you can use a website like Planex or a website like HyperEditor to check this. HyperEditor is with money, it costs money. Also Planex, and we can also actually use like accounts like Social Blade, not accounts, sorry, platforms like Social Blade. I can copy this account, paste it over here. By the way, this website, I think Alex showed me that. So thank you, Alex, for that. And you can see this is the growth of this account in the last 30 days. It looks really good. The engagement rate is 2.76, not a lot, but because he has a lot of followers, it's actually pretty good. And this account looks like it's actually a good source, okay? So I like to check the engagement of the account and make sure they're like legit. This website can even tell you how many followers are fake or not fake or real. I will show that because I think it's very beneficial also when you're working with influencers and stuff like that. Okay, you can add even your account and you can get some great information. You can see how many real people you have, how many people from United States and from countries. So you can get information about any account. It's a bit costly. It's not that cheap. It costs about $15 for every report like that. But if you want to work with influencers, it's very good, and also to get more information about your target source. Another option, okay. Okay, before that, so I can actually say I want puppies pages on my niche. I can actually go and write hashtag puppies, and I can open all of these kind of accounts, and I can review the accounts who perform on like the top 9 posts. I can see them, and I can actually see how many comments they have, if it's like legit comments, how many comments they get in an hour. I can take this account, for example, and I can check it on Social Blade. Social Blade, again, it's for free. And then I can get like account that's going viral and use their audience, okay? If they're going viral, there's a reason for that, okay? Probably they're doing some good job. So this is what you can do based on hashtag, okay? You can open these browsers and do it manually. It will take some time, but I think it's very, very powerful. This one is growing very, very stable. It's good, actually. It's mean like the audience over here is very quality. It looks like this. At the same way I did it with hashtags, I can do it with keywords, okay? I can click on puppies, click on puppies, and I can open accounts that their keywords are puppies. Now, keep in mind, I don't want always the accounts that have like millions of followers, because probably people following them because they're a brand already, okay? And not because they're content. Not in all the cases, but in a lot of the cases. So I will go with accounts that are like a bit smaller than millions, 20K, 50K max, 10K are great, even 8,000, stuff like that. Okay, this is a few ways I'm doing this. And also have some like hacks I'm using. For example, I can check accounts that tag your client account or my own account, and I can use the best. I can use them, you know, I can use their audience. So for example, let's go to my own page. Whoops, and let's go to this one. I can actually have a look which account tagged me, and I can target their audience, okay? If they tag me, that means they think this audience is good, and their audience will be interested on my content, okay? This one looks like it's doing a bit of the follow and follow. I'm not too sure about this one, but this is like a cool hack I'm using. Account that tag me, okay? Of course, you need to be tagged to get it. Another way is to get, like, if you have like a client, so to get the people who is in photos, like client with his friend or stuff like that. It's also very powerful. And you can also like, wait, we talked about it. Don't use only like local options. Also try to get like some, you know, people like puppies. So also it can be like mothers or like following some mom's page and stuff like that. It's not supposed to be only like puppies accounts. So think outside the box. This is what I wrote actually over here. It's very similar to Facebook ads or Instagram ads if you used to do this, or if you have any experience. So you don't go with the something that it's like very obvious. Again, also like a source with 10K or lower. You can also use the Google Search Engineer. Let me show you. I can actually go to Google and find that. So let's say I want to click this, but I don't want Instagram. Let's say I want only like puppies. Okay, and I can filter also like how many followers I want and stuff like that, but let's just keep it like this, like only puppies on Instagram. And I want puppies on Instagram that are not on the Explore, just like based on their username. I can get a lot of information here. There are those of puppies, and I can also get data like that. So this is how I actually get the best sources. Okay. Wait, let's see your questions. Sorry, we talked about it. So just now, I hope I answered your question. Last year was blocked. That depends. The block can happen because of a few main reasons. Can be you start with higher settings, can be your account is flagged, can be you have too many logins, okay? For example, let me show you one of the main problems that people don't know, but it actually can be very, very serious problem. If I go to my profile, I click on browse, over here. So one sec. I can click on this account and I can go into settings, login activity. If you will see many, you can also click on this was me when you connect to the proxy. See, this is Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. If you will have many connections over here for many different devices, so that means that you maybe need to log out from them because too many connections is a red flag to Instagram. You need to have at least, maximum 2 connections. Another reason for the block, it can also be if you are doing any actions, you or your client doing any actions, at the same time you're working with Jarvee. Okay, this is also a reason for that. Most also, I think, could be your settings, especially if you just logged in and it's immediately blocked. So maybe something with your settings. I don't know, you can post it on the Facebook group and I will see this later on and I will tell you. Yes, I will also make like a blogs guide soon where you can message me. Facebook community, I will also share in the end how you can reach out to me and my team. But Facebook mostly, I think, or Instagram. I got Instagram back if you want. I actually made a case study about how I get my Instagram back after I did very bad scraping with him. Don't do it. Yes, so we almost finished, guys. I just want to speak about the unfollow settings, and I think we will finish for now. For the DM settings, I will share about it in another time because this is very long live. I'm sorry. I will also just over here have a look. I just uncheck all of the tools I'm not going to use at the moment. Okay, and let's just do the unfollow. Don't you worry, guys. The unfollow settings are extremely easy. Okay. Hello. What's up? Cool. Where I find the unfollow settings. Cool. Okay. So this is the unfollow settings. I basically like to unfollow people after I follow them. Mostly I do it between 1 to 2 days. If you feel uncomfortable to unfollow people after 1 to 2 days, feel free to change the dates over here. Keep in mind that you will have higher following numbers. Okay, this is why I do it after 1 to 2 days. And also I'm not looking for the audience who wants to check if I follow him or unfollow him. Like, I don't like these kind of people. I wait between 10 to 25 minutes. You can change a bit, 20 to 27. And follow 2 to 5, or you can even do it to 5 to 10, depends. You can also do 2 to 10, 2 to 9. I wait at least 60 seconds, so it can be like 50 to 120. You can also randomize over here with 24 minutes or something similar, less than 30 minutes, when the tool will start and finished. I also add random sleep time. You can keep it like this. This is okay. Or change it, of course. No problem. 15 to 30, 15 to 30, and 200. If you will notice, I actually do 200 unfollow actions and 1 to 90 follow because I want the following number will be lower than the followers always, and I want to have always higher followers number than a following. I hope it makes sense. Cool. And 200. Don't do more than that. You can do more than that, but maybe you will have some blocks after. So this is like the safe zone. What else? You can also do the contextual, 5 to 10. This is okay. Yes, the contextual, again, you just unfollow randomly someone. And this is very important. you don't touch nothing, but if you want to also, if let's say I want to unfollow also people who are not from Jarvee, for example, I have 1,231 following and I want to unfollow them, I will check this box. But if I just want to unfollow all of the people comes from Jarvee, I will keep it like that. And if I want to target people that followed outside Jarvee, but to keep some people, I can actually add their username over here. Okay. For example, I can actually add that, and I can add all of my friends, Justin Bieber, Cardi B, no, sorry, not like this, but you can, you know what I mean. Or if again you want only to unfollow people from Jarvee, don't do nothing. I do also suspend when I get blocked, so it won't try to do the action again. One of the most powerful solution for the blocks is just to give it some time without action, like gaps, like break, sorry, so that's why I do that. Skip when no more result, that means we'll go to do another action. And now I'm going to turn this on, okay? I'm going to turn on the follow and the unfollow. But wait, I didn't put any sources over here. I forgot. So I just put follow followers of target account with the ways I just showed you before. Just let's start with this account just to show you it's actually working. Okay, you click on add account followers. You can also add account following. I'm mostly doing it with this. And let's see if it's working or not, guys. Let's see. Now you see it's red because I didn't have any source provided. And this is yellow because I don't have any unfollow people, right? Because I set it up to unfollow 1 to 2 days. So let's wait a few seconds. Any questions, guys? Where are you? Hello. Hello, Andre. Can you talk a bit about creating new main account and how to get started to roam so it's going to get blocked? I can, but not today. Forgive me, Andre. It's already like 2 hours, and this data is also very powerful, but not for today. I can make another video about that. I just want to ask you, like, you, Andre, and a lot of people who watch this live since the beginning. So, do you think it's worth it? Because one of the reasons I actually made this live is because of this. Let me show you. Okay, let's see if it's working. By the way, I can open the browser and you can see it's actually working. It's already like follow someone. So it is working. It will be 1 year soon. So let me show you one of the reasons I actually make this live. It's because I saw on the group, I actually posted something. Wait, let me show you that. So I posted this post on like 2 days ago. Someone wrote this on my YouTube channel that in very, very short words, Jarvee isn't worth it. You need to do all of what I showed just so you know. Some people tell me, yes, not only told in general, you can just do other stuff, you can do paid ads, it's not worth it, it's so much work, stuff like that. So I actually want to ask you guys, we just set up the account, okay? You can see it already start to work. Wait, I will bring the, 1 second, I just bring the, the plugged in before we finish. 30 seconds, guys, sorry. We're back. Cool. So yeah, so what I want to ask you actually, if you think it's worth it, all of what I just showed you, all of these kind of settings, the risk when you do this, we didn't talk a lot about the risk, but we will also talk about it. Is it worth it to do all of that? Maybe it would be better to do just paid ads, maybe to do other stuff, like, because this is the result that we gain for some of our accounts. Some of them even get lower results. It can be 500 followers or 300 or Depends, of course, on the content and the things we just talked. But of course, you need to know what you're doing and to know how to set up Jarvee so it will work and it will actually do some actions. Sorry, let me keep it on. So what do you think? Is it worth it? Any last question before we finish? Because that was a long. I can message you to talk business. I will put over here the link to talk with me and to schedule a call with me. But you didn't answer to me, guys. You watch all of this live. What do you think? Wait. Here you can talk with me. You can schedule a call with me or with the people for my team. Any questions, guys? Where you can get more target followers than with ads. That's true, actually. Sorry. So this is very, very good point. When you do Facebook ads, from my experience, one, is very expensive. And secondly, it's not highly targeted that you can actually target the people you're going to engage with. The third thing that's very different than ads is that psychology, when you follow someone, he wants to check your account and follow you back if you like your content. When you do paid ads, it's an ad. It's obvious you're trying to get his attention, right? So it's very hard to compare ads to followers, like to Jarvee wrote. I think ads is great to get in leads, get sales, get traffic, but I'm not sure about followers. Interesting. I think we have the same people since the beginning. I hope you get some value from this session. I know the start was a bit lame and it was very long. So approximately to show you how to set up one account on Jarvee took us 2 hours with all of the settings and with all of the right details. I would like to know like if it's something that you think it would be good for you to do or not. If you ask me my proper opinion and what I think that each one of us need to focus on what is good with him. So if you, for example, you are a business owner, let's say I'm a photographer, I will focus on my business. I will focus about like do photographer. I would focus about like get clients. I'm not focused about learning Jarvee. As you saw, it's not that easy, and it can also get very complicated at some point. Okay, it can get like you can get blocks, you can get some errors, and you can get some like some not the best stuff. Of course, if you do this kind of settings, it should be okay, and if you're working with the right guide, it should be all good. But everything can happen when you do automation. You need to take this risk or not. You're playing or you're out. This is how it's working. So if you're a business owner, I don't think it's good. I don't think I will do that, honestly, if it's only for one account, like for my own business. But if you have time, if you want to learn, if you are like, okay, no, I want to learn Jarvee, I want to do it by myself, and you have the time and the patience to do it, so go for it. Yeah, I'm always telling it to people, go and learn new stuff. If you want to create a business and open an agency and to do all of what I just show you to another people, to clients and all of that. So it can be great business method, right? If you think about it, how many people do Java automation in the world, or how many people do automation in general in the world? I think we can count them on like a lot. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Andre, it's worth it for me because I'm using accounts to contact people so I can get clients for my network marketing business where I get huge passive income. Amazing. Go for it, really. So this is what I wanted to, this is the conclusion I wanted to get. If it's worth it for you or not. If it's worth it, like you mentioned, keep doing it, keep getting better, keep learning from here, from the Java community, from my YouTube channel, from MP, from Black Hat, from anywhere in the world. Just keep learning and don't give up. This is very good. You know what you're doing. It is legal to use Jarvee on Instagram. I'm not a lawyer yet. I don't know how it looks to you. No, I'm joking. I will skip this question, I think, because I don't know what I can tell or not. If you're asking legal with like, I don't know, like the country legal, like United States legal or stuff like that, you're using Jarvee. You're not the owner of Jarvee, okay? You're using a tool. I don't know to answer this question like in a way that won't get me in trouble, so I prefer to skip that. maybe we can consult a lawyer about it, but I think that's okay. And I need as many accounts as possible. My focus is just to send message, not necessarily to get followers. That's an extra. Actually, Andre, that's good. I actually have a video on my channel about how to create scrapers account. You can do it also to create child account, or you can purchase child account. I do have actually a good video about it. And I think that's it. Let's see if Jarvee is working. Wow, looks like it's not working. This is really weird. All of this work, it's not working. Wait, let's have a look. Yeah, I see your question, and I cannot. No, you need to write like a. And I will try to answer this in a way that won't get me in trouble. So let's have a look why it showed 0, but it actually worked. Let's do it like this. I open the browser and have a look now. Now it starts scraping. It starts following users. Okay, here you can see the browser. Let's give it to work. So if it's legal or not, basically depends on Instagram terms of use. They prefer you won't do any automation or you won't use any kind of third software. This is on Instagram terms of use, pretty much. But yeah. Okay, now you can see it actually go to the explore page. You try to find some user. You find some user like Emma. And it's already find Emma, so it's not, maybe to do the unfollow. Sorry, it actually go to Emma followers, and it's going to do some actions on them. You can see this on live. As you can see, I'm not even changing the mouse. The mouse is not moving. Just scrolling down. We'll randomly choose one user to make sure it has the profile photo, as you remember. And you'll also make sure it's not on my followers list, because this is the filters we set up. It can take a few minutes, seconds, should be even faster. Let's see. Yeah, and it already did actually 3 actions. Sorry, my bad. I didn't saw that. And here on the social profile, you can see how many API actions we did already. So everything is okay. We are on the right. Yeah, and now it's actually seeing some settings, seeing the story. Cool. Before we finish, last question and my last tips for you guys who starting Jarvee now or want to get very good results. I will share with you some photo after, okay? And about like the contact. I don't want to speak about it now. Although it's very simple, you know, I just let's make it very, very simple. You can even try to start using the contact tool in general. Wait, I just edit. So basically, I recommend to send users to new folders from here. You don't need to filter them. You can just add a message over here. I recommend to use a spin text like hey or hey or hello, stuff like that. You can use the user first name. If you do this kind of token, you can use a smiley. I saw you are da 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 da. You can write many, many stuff. You can click on extract now and it will be on the send message tab. And on the send message tab, you can keep, not with this, you can even start a bit lower, with 2 to 5, and this kind of settings will be okay. And then you click on send and it will be send. You can, of course, change the hours of when it will be sending, but I will make another proper video about this sending message a bit later. Last questions, guys. Can you use Jarvee and ads to get followers? Yeah, definitely. You can even, if you want someone, you can even do a testing. You can run Jarvee for, I don't know, like 2 weeks, see how many followers you gain. Do ads for 2 weeks, see how many followers you gain. compare the amount of money you spend here and here, you invest, and you can see the results. If you're looking like for countries like Europe, follows from Europe or from the US, most it can be a bit more expensive, but test it. This will be the best answer. Do you recommend using Jarvee or on personal PC or use RDP? Depends. If your computer, you have a strong computer, it can be working 24/7 and you don't have a problem with that, so use your own personal computer, especially if it's only for one account. But if you're growing and you need more accounts, so it will be very, very heavy on your computer, I would recommend to use an RDP. Okay. And is the limit to follow and follow 200 for both? No. 200 for follow, 200 for unfollow. Okay, let me show you. And we will finish, guys, because it was a bit longer than I thought, but it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And if not, I'm sorry, tell me what to improve for the next time. So you can see I'm doing like about 179 or 180 follow and unfollow actions, okay? As well over here. Follow and unfollow maximum 200. Okay, this is like the maximum. So I'm doing even more than that, I know, but it's not that's recommended for the long term. Again, you can do like 300, but then in like after 2 weeks, you will get blocked. So not fun. Thank you, Samuel. So guys, thank you so much for watching this live. It actually has been more than 2 hours. It was great. I appreciate that you're watching this. I appreciate your time and your energy. My request for you is that just write your goals before you go into Jarvee, before you start with all of this kind of journey. So understand like what are your goals, what do you want to achieve, understand what is the best way to do this. Don't just download Jarvee, do some stuff, your account can maybe get blocked, and I don't know, like don't do some like fast stuff. Think about the things before you do this. Build the right strategy, target the right people. Don't do it very, very fast. Learn from the best people. There are many, many great people. And last, thanks for Talklinger Sarig from the Social Proxy. I don't know if you're watching this live, but guys, Tali also in many, many of the other videos. A lot of the knowledge you actually saw today, it's with his help and with all of his time. He also is a great expert and one, I think, the best one in the world. So he also helped me and all of my team for a long, long time. So big thanks to him and big thanks to all of you watching this. And I hope you will have a great, great, great continue of the week. Any more questions? So you're welcome to comment, and I hope to see you on the next live. I hope it will be in this year and not next one. Thank you, guys. It was great. Bye-bye.